So warm welcome to all of you, and I thank Kailash and the Governance Now team for giving us an opportunity to be part of this prestigious event. And I also thank our partner CI Infotech for agreeing to be a part of this event. So I was just going through the agenda theme, and it was all about digital transformation and technology trends. So I chose a topic which was around the same. How do we deliver business outcomes using our technology? So that is the presentation I am going to run you through with. So I'll take about 15 minutes. So it's a short time, but I'll try to do justice to the presentation in the next 15 minutes. So 3 technology trends which everybody in the industry is talking about today is edge, hybrid cloud and AI. In fact, the previous speaker Sanjay Kumar Das also ended his presentation with database as a service and infrastructure as a service. So that is a good point for me to take from there, and he also spoke about AI ML. So I'll briefly cover on these 3 areas. So if you look at what is happening around the industry today in the technology space, so these are the 3 big trends that are driving big shifts in the market, in terms of how people are doing business, how consumers are consuming technology. And we as HPE believe that we have a real important role to play in these 3 areas. And when we look at the market and what customers want from us and how we are engaging with our customers, in all these 3 areas we see a lot of action because it starts with the edge, goes into the hybrid cloud, which is either on-prem, off-prem or in the cloud, and the latest technology trends around AI and ML. Everybody wants to do that in whatever form you want. So we as HP also embarked on this journey a few years ago. It started about 5 years ago, when we looked at what are the revolutionary technologies that are going to shape the technology market in the next 5 years. And we put all our might and energy into these 3 areas. And as we speak, in the last 5 years, we've got almost 4,874 patents, and we have made almost 18 acquisitions in niche areas in these 3 areas to transform ourselves into becoming an edge to cloud as a service company, so that we can bring our entire product and service offerings to the customer under our GreenLake portfolio as a service and under consumption. So just to set some context, Mr. Das also spoke about big data and all. So if you look at the statistics, the world is going to have almost 150 billion edge devices by 2025. That is as per the latest IDC survey. And if you look at it, 50% of the data will be generated and has to be processed at the edge. So what does it mean? It means that your edge has to be secure, your edge has to be always connected, and you need a lot of processing power at the edge. So that is what it means. And you need to have the frameworks around governance, compliance, so that the data that is getting generated, it is all your personal data. We hear in the paper, we hear or in the news or read in the papers about some data leak or some financial credit card information getting leaked. So it is all sensitive information, right? So how do you wrap this whole thing around with governance and compliance? And definitely world has become very complex. So how do you ensure that the complexity is managed, and at the same time you are able to keep the costs also under control? And sustainability is a topic which has become a boardroom topic now. Everybody is talking about sustainability, and when we talk to our customers, it is about sustainability for IT and IT for sustainability. Both ways it gets discussed. So moving on, the importance of data. We did a survey recently with 8,500 customers across different customer segments, and what we realized was customers are somewhere in the middle. On a scale of 1 to 5, they are at 2.6 on their ability to monetize data. So data is getting generated. It is getting generated by devices, by systems, by transactions. So that is very, very important data. So how do you monetize the data, I think is one of the important challenges that most of our customers are grappling with. And very, very important, I just wanted you to focus on this slide here. So if you talk about data, people talk about volume and variety. Okay, these are the 2 V's that they talk about. And the third V is velocity. I think velocity of data is equally or more important, or the most important. Reason being, statistics say that more than 75% of the data becomes old and useless in a matter of days. And similarly, 50% of the data has a lifespan of only a few hours. So if you are a business who wants to monetize and harness the power of data, how do you make real-time split-second decisions? So if you are a retail outlet who wants to give some discount or some coupon to your loyal customers, how do you do that when they are at your retail outlet, whether it is a petrol pump or it's a a retail store where you want to go and buy something? So that is the importance of velocity in the world of data. Okay, so what are our customers asking us? Our customers want us to help them connect and protect their data at the edge. So that is the first and foremost. I mean, it's actually hygiene. So how do you help and connect them, the data at the edge? The second important question when we talk about hybrid cloud is the world has become very complex. You have applications running on-prem in your own data centers. You have co-located some applications in service providers. You have consuming applications as SaaS from different ISVs. You are also consuming stuff from hyperscalers. So that is the reality in today's complex IT infrastructure. So how do we help our customers control the complexity and manage their costs? So that is the second most important point. And the third one about what I just mentioned in the previous slide, how do we help them manage and make decisions in real time? I think that is the value of data, and that is the real what should I say, outcome that technology from home, in the office, from different locations, because I interact with a lot of customers. They have created post-COVID satellite offices, where they have given the choice of to their employees to go and work from those satellite offices. So that is the reality. So how do we ensure that when people are working from different locations or environments, they get the seamless experience across all the applications that they're using, whether it is mail on Office 365 or Teams or whatever kind of interactive media they're using. So that becomes a very, very important point. And moving on, if you look at the Aruba portfolio that HPE has, it has three main pillars. The first being at the bottom, the infrastructure components. Our customers are very well versed with the Aruba Wi-Fi switching and SD-WAN portfolio of Silver Peak, but we have added three new portfolios to that. So the DCN portfolio, the data center networking portfolio, was always there. We really enhanced it. Sir also spoke about 5G. So we have acquired a company called Athonet, which is the world's leader in private 5G. So we really want to get into areas which are synergistic and provide adjacencies to the technologies that we have. So private 5G is a very, very focus area for us, and we are working with a lot of customers across different industries, because the use cases are very, very different in different industries. And the secure services edge, that has become one of the latest buzzwords. So with the foundation of platforms that we have in terms of products, then we look at the how do we manage and automate this entire infrastructure so that the complexity is reduced and it can be managed in a very simplistic manner. And last but not the least, everybody talks about consumption these days. So how do we provide network as a service so that the customers don't need to buy their traditional networking equipment, but they can consume it as a service. So whatever products and solutions they want to take, they can take and do it as a service on the basis of consumption. Okay. So one example I just put up here. This is one of the very, very large retail outlets in US, almost 2,500 retail outlets they have, and we are helping them create a wow experience for their customers when they come to their retail outlet. So improving their Wi-Fi experience when they come to the store, how they are able to interact with the agents in the store, what kind of offers and programs that the retailer can run. So very, very good customer for us. And it doesn't end there. Securing the edge is the start of the journey. Then we need to observe what is happening in the network, what are people doing in the network. Then we analyze it, and then we need to act on it. So simple example could be, these days video analytics is very, very popular. So people want to see what is happening in their plant environment, in their factory or refinery or whatever it is, and then take suitable actions if there is some fire or some hazard, or even if there is some unknown person or entity that has come in, you want to take some action. So that becomes a very, very important thing. So it is a circular thing. It is not a one-stop activity. You observe, analyze, and then act on the information that you collect. So typical use cases for us, we are seeing low latency. That is very, very important because people don't have patience, right? If you open your mobile app, if it doesn't respond in maybe 2 or 3 seconds, you'll just close it and reopen it again. That's the kind of patience level everybody has, right? So low latency is very, very important. And we look at distributed data, secure edge connectivity, and I also spoke about network as a service. Okay, let me switch gears and move to hybrid cloud. HP is very, very well known for its servers, storage, network, and the services that we offer around that. And when this whole transition to cloud started, HP was the first company which said that the world is going to be hybrid. In fact, there were a lot of naysayers during COVID who said because of supply chain issues or logistics related issues, they felt that the world is going to move to cloud. It didn't happen. So even as we speak today, only 30% of all types of workloads have gone to the cloud. Still 70% of the workloads are still on premises. So the reason could be different for different customers. It could be either latency, data security, or sovereignty or compliance, or it could be any of those reasons. And we work with customers from the beginning itself to make a strategy for them, a hybrid cloud strategy for them. We have something called a right mix advisory services, where we look at the infrastructure and application landscape of the customer and advise them what needs to be on-prem and what needs to be off-prem. I think that is the basic activity with which we start, and this has really helped us create a lot of value for our customers and help them manage their hybrid cloud environments. And if you look at the entire hybrid cloud design, it falls into 4 categories. So on the left you have the cloud experience. So this is all about having the cloud experience across all these environments, whether it is a on-prem, off-prem, you want to have cloud experience. So what is the cloud experience? You want it to be agile, you want it to be scalable, you want to pay for what you use. I think these are the 3 main characteristics of what a cloud experience is. Second is about agility and flexibility. When we talk about agility and flexibility, it is all about interoperability. So today, as we offer solutions in our GreenLake portfolio, we can allow our customers to look at what are their consumptions in hyperscalers. So it gives you a very, very unified picture of what is their consumption on-prem and off-prem, and you can decide whether you want to move stuff from on-prem to in the cloud or vice versa. So both directions are possible, and then that logically comes into visibility. What are your consumptions? What are you paying for? What capacity you need in the next 6 to 12 months? So these become very, very important. And last but not the least, you want to do this in a very, very simplified and automated manner. So we have a portfolio of services which we offer to our customers called GreenLake Management Services, where we take this complexity out for the customers by managing it for them. Okay, so this is what we offer in the hybrid cloud space. On the top you see offerings which are targeted to helping customers set their own private cloud. So these are all packaged, pre-packaged offerings. So if you want to have your own private cloud with all the kinds of automation, orchestration, the solutions in pink at the top are the ones which we call the GreenLake hybrid cloud solutions, and at the bottom we have the flex solutions. Flex solutions are mostly custom solutions. So if customer has a requirement like they want to do a VDI, or they want to have infrastructure for an SAP workload like HANA or ECC or SOH, that is the kind of solutions that we propose to our customers. But it is just not that these are the only solutions we have. This is just a sample set, and at the bottom you also see we have a lot of ISV solutions. So whether it is a backup as a service with our partners like Veeam, or a private cloud solution with Nutanix. So there is a variety and solutions available with our ISV partners also. So this is a small snapshot of how the GreenLake experience for our customers is. It provides all the information that is needed for different personas in the organization. So whether you are an IT person looking at consumptions, what capacities are being used, what capacities need to be augmented, or whether you are a finance person who wants to know what is my consumption for the month or for the next 2 months, what are my bills. So it gives a very, very good insight to all the persona within the organization on what is happening inside your IT. And last but not the least, in fact, we've recently built this dashboard for sustainability, because a lot of our customers, especially in India, we see a lot of global customers asking for, what is your sustainability footprint. So even if they are buying something like a simple server or a storage, they want to know, what is the kind of power consumption it has and what is the carbon footprint that it is going to leave. So, that is a new dashboard that has been built into the GreenLake template. So, you can get everything at the click of a button. So, I would encourage all of you to, talk to the HP folks here or the CI people and understand how to get a small demo for this GreenLake Central. Okay, a lot of use cases, whether it is a large manufacturing company like a BMW or a Texas Children's Hospital or Experian, which is dealing in credit rating of more than 1 billion customers. So we have different types of offerings for different customers and segments. Typical use cases we are seeing, I think price performance, when customers are looking at what is the benefit that they will get and how they can reduce their cost. Price performance becomes very, very important. That is the dollar per performance. And also power, it's at the end of the day, if you talk about sustainability and if you're talking about what you're going to pay, it is all about what you're consuming as power, and that brings predictability to your costs. And if you look at the hybrid DevOps kind of environments where people are talking about how do we deploy container as a service or any of these automation tools, I think that it makes real good sense for looking at some of these offerings. I'll move on to the next topic, AI. Just a show of hands, how many of you know about what HP does in AI? Just a show of hands. No one? So I mean, I guess so, because people associate HP as a very strong brand with our products and solutions. But I was definitely expecting this, that this is a well-kept secret within HP. Okay, so this is a well-kept secret within HP. In fact, our CEO Antonio was in Barcelona this last week, and he made some very big announcements on this. So by the way, HP has been in this area for almost a few years, and we have only enhanced our portfolio in this. So I'm going to take some time here and spend a few slides here. So if you talk about AI today, everybody is talking about AI. Everybody, any company, whether you are a utility, you are a oil and gas company, whether you are a hospital, healthcare, everybody is talking about AI. And I think it has really reached its tipping point. But the crux of the whole discussions that when we have with our customers, it is a very complex topic, and it is also very new. Customers really do not know or understand the complexity, what it takes to get AI into their business and what kind of outcomes it is going to deliver for them. So just as a data point, if you see 73% of the organizations are putting AI as their number one digital priority, okay, 73%, but only 89% really know, how to get that model working and how to scale it. Because in many organizations that we see, we talk about pilots, we talk about people using a lot of GPU cards and doing some number crunching around that. But really it is so complex that people are still trying to figure out how to get their hands around AI as a solution. So three things that in HP we see our customers talking about. First is complexity, which I was just talking about. It is a very complex and challenging area. The understanding that business functions have about AI and how they are going to use it in their respective function, whether it is you are a HR or finance or operations, that is a very, very complex thing. People usually feel things are working, so why do we need to get another new monster into the whole equation? So that is how it is being envisaged. The second is responsibility. How do you ensure that whatever AI technologies you are going to implement, it is not going to create an outcome which is biased. Okay, so that is one of the important driver. You don't want it to be having extreme color either on either extreme. So you want it to have a balanced view. And number three is scale, because at the end of the day, AI is a supercomputing problem, right? You want a lot of number crunching and computing power. So how do you scale it? Maybe you'll start with a few servers with a few GPU cards, but how you build the scale? I think that is going to be important, and that's where HP comes into play. So if you look at the offerings that HP has, so whether you look at data acquisition and preparation of data management on your extreme left, or model development and training, or inference, we have offerings in all these three areas. And this is actually what I said is a well kept secret within HP, which today I got an opportunity to present to most of you. And if you look at, we have purpose built for each of the towers, we have purpose built systems and solutions, and we are implementing this for our solutions in different industries, because each has a different use case and purpose. So whether it is on your extreme left for computer visioning, which we have the portfolio, or for generative visual AI, or even for natural language processing. HP actually has a lot of large language models ourselves, so which we have done for our customers. So if you look at the entire portfolio of AI, I would really encourage you to please ask us and give us an opportunity to talk about our point of view around AI, because I am sure we'll have something good to offer to you. And this is an area where we have a lot of focus, and we are constantly reinventing ourselves here. So I'll just come to the end of my presentation. So if you look at the kind of customers we have, we are very happy that some of the customers are here with us today. But across different industries and different segments of customers, whether it is a very large enterprise customer, or a global customer, or a SME kind of customer, or a SMB kind of customer, we have customers across the entire spectrum, and we have customers across different verticals also. So if you see in India, we have a pharmaceutical company like Lupin, or a public sector oil and gas company like ONGC, SAIL, or Ashok Leyland. So we have like a variety of customers. So I will just summarize my presentation, that when you think about edge, hybrid cloud, or AI, please think about HP, and do give us an opportunity to present. We definitely have solutions to ensure that your edge is connected, protected, and secure. When we look at hybrid cloud, we have the entire portfolio, and we can help you simplify the complexity and reduce the costs for that. And AI is definitely an area where you should ask us, challenge us to come and present our point of view and what we can deliver for your business. So thank you so much. I'll hand it over to the next presentation. Thank you so much.